Hello and welcome back to the completely original, it is Dom, the completely original Would I Fib to You. Before the break we found out that Hannah was a small-time criminal and that Dan has a fetish for New Times Roman font. Now we move on to round two, a slightly different round because we can't afford a special guest. Yes, round two is called When We Were Young.
When we were young.
Oops.
A round all about delving further into our contestants' past, finding out what they were like when they were young. To kick us off, we have Keira.
Okay, so when I was in year 4, I wet myself in front of the work experience guy. 11 years later, he started working where I worked and remembered me.
Ouch.
Sucks to be you.
Hannah.
Oh, Keira. That's just...
My life.
I don't want this to be true, but I'm getting from the vibe we've got this far, it might be, and that's what's really bothering me now.
Well, she nearly shit herself. She sniffs her own armpits. This just makes the trio.
I feel this is just one thing in a line of different... Right, OK, so what was the name of the work experience guy?
Gavin.
Mr. what?
Mr. Gavin.
Mr... I don't know. His work experience, they weren't called Mr.
How old was he?
Do we call him Gavin?
Estimated.
Okay.
Gavin. Let's call him Gavin.
Hi, Gavin. Was he a nice-looking chap?
Yeah, he was all right.
He was all right. What was he doing there? Why was there a work experience guy in year 4?
I think, I don't know about your schools, but I think our schools just, you know, have work experience come in, just like a TA, kind of.
OK.
Just starting them young these days, aren't we? Like,
Yeah, OK.
What kind of things was he doing while he was there?
We're changing Keira by the sounds of it. Sorry,
Gavin.
Keira, carry on.
What did you do immediately afterwards? So you've wet yourself, Gavin's seen, Mr.
Yeah.
Gavin's seen.
Mr.
Oh no.
Gavin.
Year 4, Keira, what do you do?
Of course, I just cry and run out. And
That's
then...
not how you solve your problems, Keira.
I
That's
know,
not the way
well,
to go
I have
about
learnt
it.
that.
Just
But,
thinking of puddles.
Well, trousers soak it up, so it wasn't a puddle, was it?
Sorry, I don't piss myself off.
Was it the first and only time that you've ever wet yourself?
Yeah, I like to think I had more control of my bladder afterwards.
Hannah.
I feel like I should ask more questions before just coming to the conclusion that this is true, but I don't know what else to ask. What was happening in the class when you wet yourself? Like, because usually that, I imagine you'd be thinking, oh no, everyone will see or something like that.
We were in a test, so that's
a
why
test?
that's why I couldn't put my hand up to go to the toilet.
You can.
You can, yeah.
She found out afterwards.
How long was the test then? How long was you sat there for?
Don't stop asking me questions.
Curious.
Did it put you off? Did it put you off the rest of the test, or did
Well,
it
yeah,
spur
I
you on
didn't
to finish
go
quickly
back.
so you could
Spent
go?
the time crying behind the bike shed for the playground.
Why didn't you go to the bathroom, Keira? What was going through your head that...
Well, I did straight away, but then obviously it was mortifying. Everyone was really mean to me, so I cried behind a bike shed.
I don't know, I think this sounded a bit dodgy now. Where did the bike shed come in?
The work experience guy, where did you see him again 11 years later?
Tesco.
How did he recognise you? Did he say, oh, you're the girl that...
Oh my God, pissy pants!
I don't know, like, well, obviously when they come on work experience, they're a lot older than people who are in year 4, so you just kind of recognise each other. If you see baby photos of me, I look very similar to what I do now.
So, I still don't understand how he'd, like, how you'd just be having your casual brew and it'd be like, oh, God,
Yeah, you, the pissy girl, yeah.
you pissed yourself.
Oh.
I saw you piss yourself.
That's a nice
I don't know,
icebreaker.
I don't know how that conversation comes about. We've got low stock today, Keira. And you pissed yourself when you were in year 4. I saw it and I haven't known how to say it till now. I just had to get it out.
Hannah, Dan, what are you thinking?
I don't think it's true.
It's weird that all the other stuff would be true and this wouldn't, but
Gavin.
it
It would have been Mr. someone, not
Yeah.
Gavin.
And
Gavin
I'm
seems
not
a bit
believing in
personal.
Mr. Gavin. No, I'm
Mr.
going to say...
Gavin, no.
I'm going to say it's false. So you
Yeah,
agree? Yeah,
false.
it's false.
Keira?
A lie.
Was it a truth or a lie?
It was actually true.
Yes, Keira did wet herself in front of the work experience guy and then started working with him 11 years later. At least there was an icebreaker to start.
Yeah.
Anyway, next up we have Dom.
Hello. Okay, so I was suspended from school after I told my teacher that my sister ate my homework, and she actually did.
So your sister ate your homework?
Yep.
Why did she eat your homework?
Well, I remember it was at the dinner table. I can actually vision it right now. It was at the dinner table, and I was eating me. I don't even know what it was. There's some kind of probably like peas, them
Spag bowl.
smiley face. You know them smiley face potatoes.
Alphabetic spaghetti.
No, I didn't have that. I remember it. And I was sat there eating, and we got into a super proper massive argument.
What about?
We do this quite a lot. I'm not going to lie to you. We do this a lot. We'll swap food because I don't like peas. So I'll be like, you want my peas, and I'll have your chicken.
That's not a fair trade.
I know it's not, but she prefers the veg.
All right.
Dom,
up for
I'm going to
me.
interrupt you there. I don't give a shit. Can you get back
No,
to
I'm
the
liking
story?
this, Ollie. I'm liking this.
I didn't want to swap at the time because we had the minty peas. You know when you put a bit of mint sauce in your peas. I didn't want to swap, so we got into an argument, and she ripped a bit off my homework. It was biology at the time.
So,
she munched
could
it.
you just delve into a bit of background of your sister's oral habits, just so we know?
You might not want to share that with Dan Winney.
She's a fussy eater. I think all of us in our family, we're fussy eaters. Like I don't like Brussels. But who
Right, Dom,
does?
I get that. I do, mate.
Yeah.
There's a fussy eater, and then there's I can't have peas, so I'm going to eat paper. That's different, isn't it? That is. You can see the.
Let me clear it up. So basically, that's what she did because she ate my homework because I didn't do the swap. So she was like, "Oh, fuck you then. I'll eat your homework. Piss you off."
How old were
Might
you
eat
both?
it, not flush it down the
We're
toilet.
5 years different. I was 12
Isn't
years
it?
old at the time. So how old was she? Take away 5, 7.
What did your mum say when she comes back in? 2 kids that she thinks are angels having dinner, and then
Oh, his
you've
name
got
is Pete.
peas.
Oh, no, Mum doesn't know because do you not do this thing with your siblings where it's like, you tell Mum, I'm going to kill you. So we kept it like under
I
wraps.
do get that, but that's like I might have, stolen the remote, put something on a TV that they didn't like. I don't eat their homework, so I wouldn't, I don't know, I think you'd notice that maybe. It's like, oh, you're a bit full today, what was it, Beth? Don't want any pudding? Nah, that biology homework I have, I'm stuffed.
Okay, Dom, what happened when you went to the teacher and said, "Sorry, sir, sorry, miss, I haven't got my homework, my
The thing
sister
is,
ate it"?
well, I didn't hand it in, I hadn't handed in a series of homework, and obviously I made up a lot of lies. And then when it came to this one, it was actually, I was telling the truth. And obviously that was kind of like the final draw, so he was like, you know what, mate, just get out. So I left and got suspended for a
Did
little
you
bit.
then eat their homework to get back at them? Was that just the cycle?
I didn't eat
Didn't you
anyone's
have
homework.
enough time to, do the homework again? You've already got it in your
No,
head.
because it was like the night before. I remember it. I remember
you
walking
do
in
it
next
through the
morning,
night?
and like sometimes, like when you don't want to do swimming, and you'd be like, oh, what do I do? What do I do? It was like that. I remember it was the night before.
Dan, Hannah, what are you thinking?
Well, I don't feel he really answered your question when you said, it's the night before, can you do it? And we just got, it's like swimming. Do I do it? Don't I do
swimming
it?
got, mate? Are you
I
trying to
don't,
first
I'm
off,
not
Tom?
sure I get that. So
You have to explain again.
I think we're good. I'm going to say this is a bit of a desperate one. I'm going to
Yeah.
say it's probably a lie.
Yeah, I think it's a lie
Are
as
you
well.
happy with that?
Even though I think when we asked him about the questions, he reacted quite quickly. I'm not sure if he's trying to
Good
trick
points
us.
for acting, but we don't believe
Yeah,
you.
good acting.
So
Okay, Dom, was it true? Kira doesn't think it's true.
It was a lie. Never happened.
You are awful.
I did quite good then. See, we've not got a very supportive team here, but no, Dom's homework didn't disappear like Hillary Clinton's emails did. Anyway, up next, finally, let's find out about Hannah Rowe as a child.
I kept getting told off when I was 4 because I wouldn't stop jumping into the garden pond.
How big Japan?
It's about, I'd
It's a very
say,
personal question, Dom.
I'd say it's an average like garden pond. We weren't, we didn't have a lake, but probably like.
Well, I'm not as privileged as you to have
That's
a
it.
pond in my garden.
I mean, it's a hole in the ground with some water in, Dom. Didn't have swans or anything. It just looked pretty. I think my parents
Yeah.
just like
How old was he again?
4.
Did you drown? Was it no? Obviously you didn't drown. Like, could you stand? Were you like?
Resurrected.
No, I didn't drown. It wasn't very deep, but it was filthy, as you would imagine a pond to
And
be.
you kept
Again.
jumping in.
Well, okay.
Why?
The reasoning was when it was summer and I could hear, I relate to this, Dom. Other kids had swimming pools and stuff, and
Oh,
I was like,
absolutely.
I want one of those. And
Where do you
at
live,
4,
Los Angeles?
No, just paddling pools
oh my
and
God,
stuff.
look at the Beckham.
Well, and I felt hard done by, and I was like, well, I'll jump in the pond then. I can learn to swim. But I hadn't realised that ponds, I don't know whether you know this, they kind of go down like that. So if you think you can step back out on the side, you can't, you'll just fall back into the bottom. And when you're 4, something that's only that deep is actually, that deep is actually quite quite a lot to deal with. And then in winter, I wanted to ice skate, and I thought that ice is thick enough. It wasn't, but I didn't get any money.
At four, your parents are
Well,
still
you wet
kind
yourself
of.
at 4, so...
No, year 4. When you're 4, you know, your parents are still on guard. They're
I
still
don't know if I could
watching
walk
you.
when I was 4, I'll be honest with you. So jumping in a pool's a bit...
You couldn't walk at 4.
Hannah, you're distracted from the story.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Don't
I
Keira.
think at 4, your parents are
Yeah.
still kind of watching. And if she's jumped in once, your parents be like, well, you're being an idiot.
Put a
How did
put
you
a
get-
gate like
put
they
a-
do
yeah,
with the
a mesh
stairs
down
at
there,
the top
yeah.
of the gate.
I had the stair gate until I was 8, so how did you get out?
How do you put a stair gate on a pond?
Okay,
Yeah.
what are you saying, Dom?
What do you think,
Yeah,
lie? Yeah, let's
lie.
say lie.
Hannah?
That was actually true. Yeah, I really wanted to swim and then subsequently really wanted to ice skate. It was like summer, they thought I'd got over it, and then winter I was like, no.
Yes, Hannah did repeatedly jump in the pond looking for a froggy friend. If you're enjoying the show, let us know on Twitter, tweet us at Demon Media, or actually use the hashtag #raggingit, because I think that's the best hashtag we can use, and it amuses me. The reason we're all here, apart from to find out about, well, Keira's bad habits, is to raise some money for some epic charities, Mind and Coping for Cancer. So if you can spare any money at all, whatever you can afford, please do head to greatragchallenge.co.uk and donate whatever you can. They're both epic charities, and they really do need our support. Anyway, after one quick final break, we're going to have our final round quickfire lies. But for now, vamoosh.